Hello everyone, welcome to my third vlog for wastewater. And in my blog, I'm gonna talk about the relationship between the regulation framework and the wastewater engineering. And so in this vlog, I'm going to take you to review the history of the development of the wastewater treatment regulation. How does this regulation develop? And I'm gonna take the United States as an example to analyze and review. So for the United States, from about 1900 to the early 1970s, treatment objectives were concerned primarily with 3 points. The first point is the removal of colloidal, suspended, and floatable material. And the second point is the treatment of biodegradable organics. And the third point is the elimination of pathogenic organisms. And from the early 1970s to about 1980, wastewater treatment objectives were based primarily on aesthetic and environmental concerns. And the objective materials that plan to be removed are nearly the same with the early from the 1900 to the early 1970s, but the standard is more strict. And also it involves the removal of nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus. Particularly, these two nutrients were stressed in some of the inland streams and lakes. And the objectives for improvement of water quality that had been formulated in the 1970s were defined in more detail in the 1980s, emphasizing the removal of constituents that may cause long-term health effects and environmental impacts. Besides, in the last decades, it has become evident that diffuse sources of pollutants, including discharges from separate storm drainage system and combined sewer overflows, are major causes of water quality problem. So the United States started to regulate stormwater discharges to protect water quality. And from the picture I put in my blog, we can see that actually the widely adapted and applied treatment objectives for current wastewater treatment plants are formed around 2000. So it's quite that's why I say that the history of the development of the regulation is also the history that humans explore the more proper and suitable treatment goals and standard for ourselves. And if you wanna know more about the development of wastewater controls in Europe or in So if you're interested and you want to read more about the wastewater pollution control, maybe for example in Europe and in Latin America, you can click the source of my picture for a full reading of the article. That's all for today's vlog, and please continue to check out my blog. Thanks everyone, see ya.